Come on live to talk about a few things. Now, I didn't come live yesterday because I have a little infection in my eye. I have a sty in my eye. So it was like this fucking big yesterday. So today it's down a little bit, and I'm going to come back on live with you because we have more people talking crazy shit in our society than ever. So Tajay, how you doing? Nicole, what's going on? Lady Hawk, Angel, Cactus Patch / Toucan. How the fuck is everybody doing? Jessica, how are you? But today we're going to talk about how these people have all lost their motherfucking minds. We're at such a stage of clown world when it comes to our health and fitness. I don't even know how to address it with people anymore. We're like right now. This is on Fox News. Like, not one news can be trusted, not one, because I'm going to say this as plainly as I can. If it is mainstream media, or if it is what is easy on any algorithm of social media, like if you find that it is being helped by a social media algorithm, it is bullshit. Like, we are at that stage. It is absolute bullshit. Not one mainstream media outlet should be trusted. I have not seen any talk about any of the real things that society would be looking towards right now. This is from Fox News, and it states that the Biden administration expert claims obesity cannot be treated with exercise and good diet. It just so happens that this new expert for the Biden administration is Dr. Fatima Cody Stanford, who was just recently on 60 Minutes, who happens to have helped develop weight loss drugs. I just so everybody understands this. Like, this woman being appointed alone to go over nutritional guidance, like she's going to be helping out with. She's the expert, that she's going to be helping with nutritional dietary guidelines. Like, she's going to be working with the USDA, which, by the way, the USDA is a bunch of bullshit too. Just straight the fuck up. But she's going to be working with the USDA on nutritional guidelines. She's openly stating that obesity is not caused by nutrition. So as a news, I don't understand, if it doesn't actually affect your health, how you eat, why the fuck is she on this panel? She's openly stating that the number one cause of obesity is genetics. That is just not true. This is full on fucking propaganda on Fox News. And again, I completely expect it to fucking be that way, because Fox News is just another news fucking source. But holy fuck, Biden admin expert claims obesity cannot be treated with exercise and good diet. A physician who came under fire for comments claiming that obesity is more of a genetic than lifestyle in 60 Minutes interview earlier this month is now a member of the Biden USDA's 2025 Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee. So this woman, who is a paid representative for Novo Nordisk, she's a paid representative for the drugs Wegovy and any semaglutide videos or derivatives. So Ozempic, Wegovy, any of them. She helped develop the drug. It was said on 60 Minutes. I've done a video about that. You can check that out too. It was done on 60 Minutes. It said that she helped develop these weight loss drugs. She is basically a paid pharmaceutical rep, and she is going to be making dietary suggestions for all of America. We live in fucking clown world. We live in clown world. Dr. Fatima Cody Stanford, a doctor specializing in obesity medicine at Mass General Hospital in Boston, claims diet and exercise have little impact on the disease that affects nearly half of all Americans. So what does she think people should do about it? The number one cause of obesity is genetics. That means that if you were born to parents that have obesity, you have 50 to 85% the likelihood of having the disease yourself, even with optimal diet, exercise, sleep management, stress management, and stress management. So I'm just going to point out a few of the complete, utter, ridiculous bullshit things. Just because your parents are fat doesn't mean it's genetic for your parents either. It could just mean that they eat like shit. And most of the time, when people are morbidly obese, it is because they eat like shit. It's at very least it's because they eat too much. Because no matter what the food costs that you're eating, no matter how expensive or inexpensive the food is, no matter what other people can eat, if they can eat the same thing and have a different body weight than you, if you are eating consistently and if you're eating in a way that's consistently keeping you morbidly obese, it's too much fucking food, 100% of the time. Even if it is for your genetics, like to say that it's genetic pretends that we don't have the option of what we put in our fucking mouths. It's so ridiculous, and it really pretends we don't have the option of the amount we put in our mouths. It is absolutely a choice. Stanford elaborated during the interview to claim that an overwhelming majority of U.S. doctors hold a bias towards obese patients. Yes, what she's saying is not bullshit. It is that everybody else hates fat people. Fucking ridiculous. Her comments coincide with an uptick in disease in recent years. An uptick, a fucking uptick. Like they're calling the great fattening of the last couple of years a fucking uptick. We have probably gone from 42% obesity in America to 55% obesity in America in the last 3 years. It is tragic. I mean, we need to start being realistic about ourselves. Even more concerning statistics from Harvard University's T.H. Chan School of Public Health indicate 43 million preschool-aged children were obese in 2010 worldwide, and the number have been on a steady incline since the 1990s. In 2020, we fattened way more kids than so many kids. Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee consists of 20 nationally recognized physicians, according to the USDA, which is funny that we put physicians on a thing for health and nutrition because physicians know next to fucking nothing about nutrition. Like, we realize that the USDA's, this board in general, is ridiculously stupid. It is created out of 20 nationally recognized physicians who they don't get trained when you become a doctor in nutrition. It's so stupid. I mean, like, the whole thing is kind of a fucking farce to begin with, especially when you consider how much doctors go straight to pharmaceutical and surgical interventions, such as this fucking woman. The committee will be tasked with reviewing the current body of science on key nutrition topics and developing a scientific report that includes its independent assessment of the evidence and recommendations for HHS and USDA as they develop the dietary guidelines for America. So this woman who works for a pharmaceutical company that is based around weight loss is going to be on this committee. I'm sorry, but that would be like putting me on this committee. I own, I'm a partner in No Morbidity. You can get it, by the way, AmbrosiaCollective.com, TigerFitness.com, and at Vitamin Shops. You go grab your No Morbidity. It is radically less expensive than the drugs this woman sells. And in a state of diminished hunger and increased stress relief, you can help get yourself to a healthy weight and build the habits you need to stay at that healthy weight even once you come off of it. It is radically less expensive. This is $39.99 a month, where the other ones are $1,300 a month, and we produce better results, just straight up. But I'm not sitting on that committee because I have I have conflict of interest. This woman has a massive conflict of interest. The 2025 Dietary Guidelines Committee will examine the relationship between diet and health across all life stages and will use a health equity lens throughout its evidence review to ensure factors such as socioeconomic status, race, ethnicity, and culture are described and considered to be the greatest extent possible based on the information provided in the scientific literature and data. If you eat too much, you're going to be fat. I just broke all that down to what it should actually be. If you eat too much, you're going to be fat. We should absolutely, notice how we're not talking about the quality of food. We're not talking about anything like that. We're talking about the people and their victimhood. Like, this is all to try to define people and their victimhood. Fucking insanity. Insanity. This woman, who, by the way, she's saying that it's out of your control. It's obese. If you're obese, it's because of your parents, blah, 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 all this bullshit. The drug that she sells works very similar to the same way that No Morbidity works, except that it works on a different mechanism. No Morbidity blocks the mechanism of creating the hunger hormone in your stomach. These drugs that this woman is selling is a synthetic hormone block that dampens that after it's already created. Like, but massive side effects. It's fucking insanity to me that this woman was named, like, it's like we take the most outrageous shit and we make them part of government. This is like Rachel, like, you do realize that the government and any way the government being involved in your healthcare is fucking ridiculous, right? Like, this woman's trying to say that you can't lose weight and keep it off, right? Anybody in the comments section right now, any of you that are in the comments section right now, if you have lost weight via changing your nutrition and your activity habits and kept it off for any sustained amount of time, please put in the comments section your story. I want to highlight it today. I want for other people to see that would watch this and claim that I'm just saying something negative about this woman especially because she has like, in my mind, this is a natural competitive product to any of those drugs. This, in my opinion, of course, is in fact a very safe, affordable alternative to any of these drugs to help get your lifestyle in order, to help gain control of your hunger and your stress. This right here is a very serious alternative to that. It absolutely is. I am a partner in this group. But I can tell you that I want people to use this product to help build a healthier lifestyle so they don't need the product anymore. Like, that's the thing. Like, we need to make sure that people realize that it can be done safely and effectively. You can lose weight and keep it off by changing how much food, how many calories you put in your mouth, the types of calories you put in your mouth, and the activity that you do with your body. Please put your story in the comments section. I will highlight it, because that's what people don't want to see. Like, this woman who is very clearly being propped up by the pharmaceutical industry into government now, like literally into fucking government. Like, how we don't see this as a conflict of interest by this woman is fucking crazy to me. Fucking crazy. That was like Sam Brinton. They made such a fuss over them being appointed as a government official and then was accused of stealing multiple times. I hear you. The one that I will take is prevent my ER cancer from coming back or proliferating elsewhere. If microscopic cells I once got surgery, I don't have any choice. I understand that. Let's see. Angel, I don't know if the beginning of your thing hit. When I was 15, I was 6'3", 245 fat pounds. I started playing rugby, lifted and paying attention to my nutrition, dropped to 215 before putting on muscle and maintaining around 250 to 260 for years. Weight height ratio 0.59. That's fucking outstanding. Outstanding. As the years go, you might want to fucking pull your weight back a little bit still too. As the years go on, man. Trust me. I changed my diet and activity 3 years ago, dropped 4 stones and built muscle. No meds required. Boom. Fucking hero. This is the shit we need to fucking talk about. Look at all these colors. Everyone's name has a color now. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was 187 at my heaviest and never gained it all back. Currently heavier on purpose, but now working to lose another 20 since retiring from powerlifting. It's not a massive amount, but it's lost. That's awesome. Fucking great goddamn job. Great goddamn job. My genetics ignore the law of thermodynamics. It's so stupid. It's so moronic. Again, I'm going to say this, like, the drug that this woman sells makes you want to eat less. It works on a very similar principle, not the same mechanisms, but very similar principle to no morbidity. This is just a safe, affordable alternative, in my opinion, of course. Nobody can possibly make me think that it's not. We have people on this that have lost 15 to 20% of their body mass in 4 to 6 months without feeling hungry. I mean, it has paid for itself multiple times over in food from what these people get. You know, like it is as healthy as it's going to get for people. So I wanted to let everybody know, if you want to get a consultation so we can further talk about it or get some coaching, we do have spots available. We had a few people graduate out. We're doing people are doing very, very well. We're very happy to have them in our coaching. Alan, right now I'm documenting my journey after overcoming my binge eating disorder and giving up sugar. If you're interested in reading about it, I use No Morbidity and tell people about it. The Bashful Lifter, that would be amazing. Please do send me a message on my Twitter. It's the MFing COO on Twitter. I would love to follow it. Thank you very much. Sarah, how are you doing? Sarah Scar. My immediate family are all overweight. I grew up as an obese child and teen. I had awful depression and anxiety. Now I've lost about 80 pounds and hoping to continue to get stronger. That's fucking outstanding. Great goddamn job, Sarah. That is out fucking standing. About 18 months about 18 is months changing my eating habits and activity, approximately down 120 pounds. That's fucking outstanding. I also took Nomo for 6 months and it helped me with my stress levels, waist size, and sleep. Boom. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alan, I want to know your opinion of all the wokey pokey HR and marketing squishy skills people get fired from these tech companies. The wokey, I'm not sure. You want to know my opinion of all those wokey pokey HR and marketing squishy people getting fired from these? Oh, like the purge that's going to go out. Like, people need to understand the corporations are not going to upset too much. I think that they realize, for the most part, that they push the wokeness a little too far. So now that's going to like slide back towards the middle, and they're going to promote like this stuff, and then they'll push again at some point in time. Like the thing is, these companies are in it for the money. They're in it for the money and control of the market. They're not in it for people. So it'll swing back. My daughter has lost 100 pounds and learned she is pregnant 4 years of infertility. That's fucking amazing. Congratulations. You're going to be a gram. 235 was my highest. Could have been higher because at that point I didn't want to look on the scale anymore. Happy to 115 moments, Sarah. That's out fucking standing. Great goddamn job. Why is YouTube not letting me chat in 2 streams easily? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. Renita Stone, I'm 43, 5'9". I was 225 when I was 20. I've been 130 for the last 20 years. Never any meds. That's fucking outstanding, Renita. Great goddamn job. But this is what I'm saying. Like, we see every day in my chat and on my videos and stuff like that, people can lose weight and keep it off. I've lost about 100 pounds. I float between like 90 and 100 pounds lost. And I have for years now, like ever since like April of 2020 was when I started losing the last little bit of weight to keep it off for good. Like, you can keep this weight off for good. Like, and I am very satiated, very satisfied. If you join the app, like if you get one of the consultations or you join the coaching, or even just join the app, you'll get to see, like on the Hunger Management Support Group, I even posted this morning, I had just a little bit of ground meat, with a little bit of ketchup and some hot sauce. That's all I'm likely going to eat today until later on today. And I'm super satiated, super satisfied, feel lots of energy, sleeping really well. Tonight I'll probably have like a normalized meal, hang out with Crystal. I mean, it's fucking, to me, this is life. This isn't a diet. And that's the difference. You need to change what you do into a lifestyle. If you keep trying to depend upon diets that are temporary, when you go off the diet, you're going to gain the weight back. You need to find something that's going to be lifestyle applicable, meaning you are going to be able to change your life. That's what we do at our coaching. We help a person adjust their lifestyle just bit by bit. So they get used to it. We change a little bit more. They get used to that. We change a little bit more. We used to that, change a little bit more. When you do that bit by bit, over the course of like 3 or 4 months, radical change can be made and habitualized. That's why we do it that way. Cody, do you have any recommendation for zero sugar sauces? I eat only whole foods, but recently realized the stuff I am putting on it was full of sugar, with sort of defeats the purpose. I do love my hot sauces. Tiki masala is a low sugar sauce. You can make your sauces at home. I normally make like a pretty good gravy out of potato starch and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can do tons of different stuff, but try to look up some recipes and make them from home. Then you know what's in them. I spend about $80 a month on supplements and save about $120 a week in groceries and takeout. Boom. That's what I'm talking about right there. It pays for itself. This pays for itself. All I see around, I'm surrounded by winners. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can this be viewed as negative? Like, in this comments section on a daily basis, people share their weight loss stories and how much it's helped their lives. People try to like paint what I do and the people in my comment section as mean and horrible, and we shame people and stuff like that. Like, the positivity that's in my comment section on a daily basis gives me fucking hope. I'm 5'2", and my heaviest I saw on the scale was 227. I'm now 133, and I'm so glad I decided to change my life around early 2021. Hannah, that is fucking amazing. Great goddamn job. You probably feel so much better. It's probably insane. Maybe you can do a stream with people in the community who have been obese and have got on track, and they can talk about their experiences. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Very good idea. People can't keep it off when they take an ineffective approach, crash diets and sustainability. That's exactly what I talk about all the time, all the goddamn time. All right. So anybody have anything you want us to look into? Anything I can look up? Anything like that? So I can't stay. Just wanted to let you know you've been a big help with any fitness journey. Thank you very much. Great fucking job. I love you. Awesome. I appreciate you, motherfuckers. The Body Honesty Project. You lost a homie. I've been watching your stuff. Go subscribe to her channel. Good channel. Very good channel. One second here. Here we go. So I've been enjoying her content. So this is the Body Honesty Project page. Go follow it. I've been enjoying your content a lot. Thank you very much. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate what you do. And of course, paste it again. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. So excited to finally be able to jump on a live. Been taking No Morbidity for a couple of months and have noticed a huge difference in my ravenous appetite. Thanks so much for making such a great product. That's fucking standing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Make sure you're building good habits. Get plenty of hydration. 1 ounce per pound of body mass. Have you ever heard of turkey tail? It's an amazing medicinal mushroom. I have not heard of it. I have not. I could probably ask Rashid. Rashid's the mushroom guy. Yep, 1 habit at a time. 5 pounds ago, finally got rid of beer. Finally broke out of my plateau. That's out fucking standing. Great goddamn job. 4 years going from 430 to down to about 250. Hero. I never got back over 280 just by walking in subtle changes. Example, going from heavy toppings on pizzas, 2 or 3 toppings to no toppings to thin crust to none. Boom. Great goddamn job. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Are cherries healthy? Yeah, I mean, taken in, normal portion size quantity, I'd imagine they are. Yeah, unless you're allergic to them. Back in the 150s today. That's out fucking standing. I had gained 16 pounds from my lowest 153 and holding on to that. That's outstanding. We can help you. We can help you finalize it. Trust me. Lydia, yeah, I plan on going for a maintenance soon. Okay, good. Morning, Alan, and everyone on YouTube actually notified me that you were live. That's awesome. Fucking crazy. That's insane bullshit. Let me see here. I wanted to check out a few other things while we got things going, and then I'll just do like straight up Q&A. Straight up Q&A. If you guys want to see, have any questions, want to see me talk about anything, let me know. Okay. I started eating those. My dad tells me to eat superfoods, but I don't want all the sugar. I mean, I understand the superfood idea, but just try to get balanced nutrition. I think you'll be better off. Let's see. Brandon Allen has an amazing transformation. He is 370 and now 230-ish and still strong. That's outstanding. Fucking amazing. But this is what I'm saying. I don't understand how people pretend that you can't lose weight and keep it off. I just don't get it. It's such a fucking rude, disgusting, display of idiocy. I don't even understand. How do people not think that you can change your life? I went from 270 to 180 by doing 20 minutes of that's great weight loss, by the way, Nicole. By doing activity a day, and more recently taking No Morbidity, and now using Ember. I continue to be active and have been for 4 years now. I'm 37. That's out fucking standing. Great goddamn job. Glad we could help. Hi, everyone. Glad to be with smart people this morning. Spent too much of my time on fat talk this morning. It will fucking do you in. It really will. It is not a fucking great. It can be tough. I was going over some stuff with it this morning too, looking on the TikTok. I don't understand how people don't see this as such a humongous problem. of how irate some of these people are. And now the worst part is on TikTok, you can find some pretty good information too, but it's just so fucking crazy. Like what they fucking do. Like, I mean, what they push sometimes is just next level insanity, crazy shit. Like the fat acceptance thing is fucking nuts. And it's beyond the pale of how crazy shit is. TikTok is where fucking like the last bit of sanity goes to die. I swear. Let's check on something. If we had extra time, I was going to like pop over to see if a few of these channels have updated. But it's so strange. All the people that said like I'm getting healthy in 2023 and blah blah blah, they haven't posted since. Kind of nuts, Like I don't fucking get it. TikTok could have been a comedy gold mine. It just absolutely. It could still like stuff like that. I believe in sharing of information. The problem is that's curated sharing. On most social media network, it's curated sharing. Catching live, but going to rewind and start at the beginning. Thank you very much. I fucking appreciate it. God damn it, I appreciate you. Michelle, hello, hi everyone. Are we posting our wins? I'm down 80 pounds and getting better every week. Yes, post that shit. Post that shit. Great goddamn job. And here's why I wanted this to happen, because Chris and I were talking about it. We're starting to see more and more and more on mainstream media and more on all of social media that like it's going past fat acceptance right now. It's going towards basically fucking you can't help but be fat. And that's where I think it's getting to be very fucking problematic. It's going to be a very large problem. Give me 1 second here. The fat acceptance community really hates me today after the last one. Well, what did you do? What was your last one? The being fat is unhealthy one? Oh, they look like they picked up on you pretty fucking hardcore, didn't they? Yeah, it looks like they fucking caught up to you. That's for fucking sure. They're crazy. Crazy. Also, we're watching Lacey. Thank you very much. Yeah, I watched that one, and I watched your one before. The thing about the show with Gabriella is like I understand why they're pissed off at her, because I'm sure at one point in time, I'm sure at one point in time she fucking was totally like you can be fat and be fine and everything like that. And I don't think she announced the difference. However, her like fucking like stating the shit, the unspoken truth, like she said the quiet part out loud, like people are gaining weight because of fat acceptance. I think she said the quiet part out loud. The more like when you can accept shit into society as not that bad, like people do it more often. Like, so when something is absolutely a lifestyle choice that we then paint as not their choice, we then like lately it's gone past from like people just like, letting themselves get fat, letting themselves like letting it get away from them, to now that you can't do anything about it, just accept it. That's fucking crazy. It's very dangerous rhetoric. Did anybody hear about Chikara's channel getting hacked? Yes, just so everybody knows, she does have a backup channel running, but Chikara Transformations channel got hacked yesterday or the day before, and she's hoping to get it back, but please do go follow the new one. I might have her on live at some point in time next week so she can let everybody know about it, but I have been in contact with her too. But yes, please do go. Chikara's channel was hacked. Hopefully that she'll be getting it back soon. The view is just too profitable. It would be difficult to stop. Let's see here. Leona, how are you? Grandma and I lost 25 pounds just by switching to the type of food we eat. Boom. That's fucking outstanding. Great goddamn job. If the fat acceptance community is hating on you, it means you're doing something right. I tried to, the fucked up thing is I really did try to warn people about this shit. Like for a while, like you can't just, when you empower the weakest mentally and physically people amongst you, it is going to be like, it's going to be a problem, like to be very realistic, like there's weakness involved in obesity, like the weakness of not being able to control what you put in your mouth. It just is. I was fat that was from weakness. And when we try to pretend that it is like out of your control, that's very dangerous for people. Like it's just super, super, super dangerous. It's super dangerous to imply that it's out of their control. It's super dangerous to imply that, you know, healthy activity isn't something that everybody should do. It's super dangerous to imply that that foods are all the same. It's absolutely fucking not. It's just fucked up. I find it hard to weigh myself now. The birth control I take affects your. That's tough too. Shakira Transformations 2.0's new channel. Do you have any suggestions for exercise while I have a broken toe? Swim as much as you can. Swimming is going to be my suggestion for most things when it comes to non-load bearing. But swimming, if you can, getting some just core work done on the ground. You know, I do a lot of floor press and stuff like that. A lot of floor flies. Just hop right back here, lay back down, and just press dumbbells. You know, that should be good. They went after Shakira. I don't know if they went after her or if it was just something she fell for. You know, mine was we think that one of the computers got infected through just one of the various thousands of fucking messages I get in a goddamn day. So, but for Shakira, who knows? I think she said she opened up a file or something like that. I'm not sure, but I would have her on to talk about it. That's for fucking sure. Down from 203 to 170, Eliana. That's fucking amazing. Over the past year, goal was 160, but I'm only 2 pounds away from being in a healthy BMI. That's outstanding. Fucking phenomenal. Great goddamn job. She got hijacked by the Tesla Live. I don't even know who the fuck they. I mean, I'm assuming they're not actually. They're not actually fucking Tesla. You know. There's a vid of another creator documenting everything. Documenting everything of what? Let's see. But I'm more cautious of the food I eat, hydration, and nutrition. I can only control that. Can't really control the number on the scale, but my skin gets loose every day. Great sign. I believe that if you feel that you're losing weight and it's not showing on the scale, that's to me. I'm thinking it's more along the lines of it might be a hydration issue that would cleanse its way out. We'll see though. We'll talk. I'm down from 376 to 245. That's fucking crazy amazing. Still ways to go. That's fucking great job. Great goddamn job. It was a malware hidden in the OBS download. Oh, that sucks. She opened something. She said, yeah. They're pretending to be a sponsor offer. Oh, fucking, that sucks. That sucks. She goes over a new video on her channel. I still have to watch the new video on her channel. I messaged her yesterday to say, hey, if there's anything I can do, let me know. Fiance is down 30 and just broke below 200 this week. That's outstanding. He's on Nomo and loves it. I can't do Nomo, but I'm benefiting by the association. That's out fucking standing. Tell him I said thank you. You can still get it, by the way, at Vitamin Shop, at ambrosiacollective.com, at tigerfitness.com, other places very, very soon. This is, in my opinion, of course, the safe alternative without the possibility of thyroid tumors and all sorts of crazy shit, as well as cost-wise to these fucking Ozempic and shit like that. I will say it out loud. I have people losing 15 to 20% of their body mass in 4 to 6 months on no morbidity. That is fucking huge. The best studies on the pharmaceuticals is 15% after 68 weeks, 20% after 72 weeks. Like that's a long time. I mean, that's not that effective to me. Just straight up, it's not that effective. I'm hoping tomorrow's weigh-in gets me back to down where I was when I was the 14th last week, up 2.1 pounds, but still pretty happy with being 206 rather than 238. Yeah, that fucking great job. Don't rush it. Just fucking take everything in. She was the victim of a phishing attack by Russian bots. They locked her out of a channel and looped a Tesla live stream to bait donations. That fucking sucks. Any nutritional advice for a mom of 2 boys who are starting puberty and have growing appetites? Whole foods. Whole foods. Whole foods, as much as humanly possible. You know? Vegetables, fruits, steak, chicken, stuff you can cook on the grill for growing boys and girls. And you, stuff you can cook on the grill. Yeah, and nutritional advice, by the way, Big Spoon Bear just pointed out something. Make sure that they're drinking an ounce of fluid per pound of their body mass every single day. They're growing boys. I found most people don't drink enough. I completely agree. What are my thoughts on beans? I like beans. We're having beans tonight for dinner, as a matter of fact. We're having Italian beans with pesto and spinach and kale, I believe. But I love beans. Beans are good. Beans are great. I went from a size 26 to a size 18 in 6 months. Boom. That's great. Whole foods, no matter what diet. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's hard to argue it. You know, like, well, what about this? What about that? Is it a whole food? Stick with that. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't think you should eat just all potato, but like most people eat mostly bread. I would prefer them eat mostly potato. Everyone get the stand-up desk and under desk treadmill if you've been put it off. Started my morning with a morning walk. That's awesome. Good for you. I still have to make a conscious effort to get my water in, but it makes a huge difference. It makes an enormous difference. Try to get into the habit of having something put in your fridge for you at night, and then like 30 ounces of fluid right when you wake up before your morning coffee. It fucking works amazing. Many people got hacked, so be careful. Yeah, we are noticing that. We had a huge issue, obviously, with the Twitter, but we finally got back, verified, got the name back. But it was like a fucking month or so. But yeah, lots of hacking going on. Lots and lots and lots of hacking going on. Some crazy shit. Boom, boom. Whoop. One more time. What is everyone having for their meals right now? What's everyone having for their meals right now? I just had a little bit of ground beef a little earlier. I shared it on the Hunger Management Support Group. You can, by the way, join that. Here we go. Boom. All right. Let me check something else out. We got a little bit of time. Here's what I wanted to see. Whoops. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, boom, boom. We're going to go check a few other things out. I wanted to check out a few things when it comes to that article. Give me one more second. Yep, here we go. All right, so let me stop screen share there. Boom, come on, screen share. So we're going to check this out. Like, here's what I find to be funny, okay? And I just want people to start paying attention to this because I think this is rather important that people are not seeing. This is the mainstream media, all right? Like, no matter what you assume, like, no matter what you think of Fox News, they're the mainstream media. Same thing with CNN, same thing with MSNBC. These people say that they are the fucking news, that they are just disseminating information, even though that they don't even try to hide anymore, that they all have bias. I can accept that, but it should be like news and factual and shit like that. And here's how you know. Here's how you absolutely know that these people do not give a fuck about being correct or public opinion. These people are paid for. Because if you don't think that these people, this is Fox fucking News right here, right? Saying that Biden admin expert claims obesity cannot be treated with exercise and good nutrition. When we just read that from this article, this has been viewed 660,600 plus times with 632 fucking likes on it. It has been retweeted 109 times and it has been quote tweeted 150 times. If we go to these quote tweets, this is how Twitter works. These are not going to be pleasant. Biden admin quote unquote expert is a liar and an idiot. That isn't just fake news. It's dangerous trend prompting and excusing sedentary lifestyles. Idiots. This is satire, right? Fat, lazy people will make excuses. Honestly, to lose weight, you don't even need to eat healthy. You just need to eat less. Let me read this again. That's correct. Eat your healthy Lucky Charms. Biden and his admin are morons. This is Julian. What's going on? This is so fucking stupid. Yes, it can. You eat proper food and you move more. It is that simple. Some people may have issues. Exactly. Keep going. That's me. We have a reasonable expectation to be able to trust what our experts say, but we have reached the point where the exact opposite of what they say is the truth. That is, and not only is that just 100% reality that we can't trust them to say the truth, this is propaganda to sell weight loss pharma. This is propaganda to say this, you can't do anything about obesity. Here's this drug that can do something about this. And if I did not give a fuck about people, by the way, you know how easy, just one real quick. Do you know how easy it would be for me and Crystal and Mark and the rest of the Ambrosia Collective to be like, absolutely. Did you hear what they said? Being fat is not in your control. How hungry you are is not in your control. It is absolutely needed to be treated by pharmaceuticals, but here is a safe alternative that is less expensive. Use this instead. If we didn't give a fuck about people, we would be riding this wave with them. We would, because money is attached to this, by the way. Like anybody that thinks that it would not be more beneficial for us to in some way be like, yeah, Pharma's right. You need help in losing weight. And instead of an injection, you can take our supplement. Like, if we didn't give a fuck about people, that's the line we would be going on. And I'm still saying that this is a safe and effective, extremely effective, in my opinion, more effective than their pharmaceuticals alternative right here. Of course it is. But this is something you should use to help adjust your fucking lifestyle so you can then get off of it eventually. Because how much you eat, the calories you put in your mouth, that is your decision. That is in your control. But it would be very easy for us to say, no, it's not, and us just reap the money off of it. But we can't do that because we give a fuck about people. Like, look at these fucking comments. What a horrible, terrible lie. More than 80% of chronic disease and lifestyle is lifestyle related and can be prevented, treated, and even reversed. That is the absolute truth. And 90% of our healthcare expenditure in the United States, 90% of $4.1 trillion is, in fact, on avoidable lifestyle-driven chronic illness, or is on lifestyle-driven chronic illness, 80% of which is then avoidable. So that means that we have, let's say, that's 3.6 times 0.8. Yeah, it's close to $3 trillion. It's like 2.7 to 2.8 trillion dollars a year that is avoidable. It's fucking crazy. General junk food costs way less than healthy food as long as you can remember. So let's talk about that. So sorry, struggling families, $1.99 backup chips, $2.50 for cookies, $4 salad, one serving, $4 for a pound of grapes, not to mention eggs cost now. You're still, I don't give a fuck what you can afford. It does not matter how much you paid for the calories you're taking in. If you take in enough calories that it leaves you morbidly obese, you've eaten too many of those calories. I don't give a fuck what it costs. What food costs from a morbidly obese standpoint is complete fucking ridiculous bullshit. It is a fucking distraction, a bad one, a poor one, because you're saying that you're fat because you can't afford different food, but if it's a matter of cost, you can afford to eat less of that food. You dumb fucks. We've been making people for we've been making people for a very long time. Maybe just a coincidence, we've ballooned and at the same time we became more sedentary and started eating a lot of highly processed foods. Exactly. So glad that we have the president of the White House who follows the science again. Obesity is healthy. You got to be catching on. The number one cause for obesity is genetics. Seriously, are you serious? This is, as you can see, being wildly rejected by the people reading it. This is being wildly rejected. If you read the comments section, wildly rejected. This is true. Plenty of obese people work out and have changed their diets, and they are still obese. Then they haven't changed. Then they haven't done what they should have done. I see them run in marathons, and I see them at the gyms, and there's very little change on the outside, but their organs are working perfectly. Some people hold fat. That's unfucking true. That is complete ridiculousness. That is completely fucking ridiculous. Nobody holds fat. If you burn calories, your body is not going to not get the fucking deficit for compared to what you're eating. It's so fucking, it's ridiculous. It is totally devoid of any reality when people say this type of stupid shit. This type of stupid shit is the dumbest shit there is. Some people break the laws of physics. That's basically what this person is fucking claiming. It's stupid. Where are these people that defy the laws of thermodynamics and create more energy than they consume? Exactly. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, this is being wildly rejected by people. And they're still pushing it. You know why? Because they're being paid to. That is absolutely 100% why. Because they are being paid to. It's amazing how all the external things are presented as causes to obesity, yet the fat acceptance community continues to spout that obesity is only correlated to disease. It's almost a non-win situation, especially because, and this is fucking sad, the science isn't going to be getting done. I said for years now, and people that have followed me for years know, I said that they were fattening people up to cash in on this shit. Like, we are so over the fucking tipping point when it comes to obesity in America. It's insane. You know how we're over the tipping point is because people look at fat people, they look at overweight people and think to themselves, they're not that big. That's a problem. Like, people see a 200-pound male nowadays and they're like, oh, he's not that big. He's fat as fuck. Most adult men should not weigh more than like 165 fucking pounds, especially if you're not working out on a consistent, unless you're working out athletically, like serious weight training and shit like that, where to weigh that much, you have enough, body mass to fucking support it. You should not weigh 200 pounds if you're an adult male. Most adult males have the body mass, have the muscle mass for a 165-pound guy to be, at a healthy body fat range. That's fucking real. That's the absolute 100% fucking truth. Most men have the body mass, have the lean body mass, the musculature to support about 165 to 170 fucking pounds. We have already gone over the tipping point. We already think that 195, 200-pound male is not that big. They're fat as fuck. They're unhealthy, especially if they have low muscle mass in their shoulders and they got a pot belly. They're unhealthy as fuck. They are absolutely fucking severely unfucking healthy. We need to fucking get there. We're over the tipping point to even fucking be like the ridiculous fucking arguments we're having about this shit show that we are just beyond the pale. We're so far gone over the tipping point. It's sad. People actually saying, like, some people just hold on to fat. You sound stupid as fuck when you say that. Like, you sound dumb, like truly moronically stupid. You sound like a fucking fool. Some people just can't lose weight no matter how little they eat. You sound completely ridiculous. To me, that sounded like you were reading from a Spider-Man novel. That's how realistic that shit sounded. You might as well be talking about mutant regeneration powers. When you say that, like, people can't lose weight no matter how little they eat, you're literally talking about, X-Men shit. You realize that, right? Like, you're talking about regeneration out of fucking no place. You're talking about mystical powers and shit. That's when you say shit like that, you're talking in such a fucking fairy tale land that it does not, like, the fact we're even having these discussions is just another showing of how far gone over the tipping point we actually are. To even be arguing about these things, to even have to, like, tell somebody, no, you're fat because of what you eat, and then be like, oh my God, you don't know me, you don't know my life, you don't know what I eat. I know you eat too fucking much. 100%. I can 100% guarantee you that if you're a 300-pound person, you eat too fucking much. I don't need to know what the fuck it is comprised of to be completely 100% true in saying if you're a 300-pound person, you eat too fucking much. Unless you are, again, like there's always the, like, what about the super tall people? If you are an average height person and you weigh 250 fucking pounds, you eat too fucking much. If you're an average height woman and you weigh 200 pounds, you're seriously morbidly obese. You need to fix yourself. An average height woman is 5'3" to 5'4" inches tall. If you're 200 pounds, you are tragically obese. You need to really think about your long-term health. And if you don't think so, I'm sorry society has lied to you. I'm sorry society has made you feel that your very serious physical state of illness, being a 200-pound average height woman, is not a problem, but it's a fucking problem. You are in a very seriously bad way. You absolutely, positively, 100 fucking % need to get your shit squared away. Now, like today. Because if you don't, you could be in very serious fucking trouble. I mean, very serious fucking trouble. Get that shit figured the fuck out. Because you are sickly if you're that big. Us not viewing it this way, us pretending that it's not like in your control, is also a very serious fucking problem. I mean, it's a very fucking serious problem. I don't understand. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm fucking lost with it. Like, completely fucking lost. I would like wish I could fucking come up with something better than to like sit here and wonder why we're fucking even arguing about these things. We have people that are like, you don't know if Lizzo, like there's one argument going on TikTok right now where people say Lizzo's out of shape, but then they'll tune into the 300-pound linemen. 300-pound linemen aren't in good physical condition either. Just for those of you that were wondering about this, not one fucking dude that watches a 300-pound lineman thinks, my God, the epitome of health. They don't think that. They think that they're fucking beasts. Like we don't watch like football, like, and I don't watch football at all. I don't watch organized sports. I'd rather be doing shit than watching people do shit. But to think that like we think football players are healthy is fucking stupid. Nobody thinks that. They just don't give a fuck. Sell us the problem, then sell us the solution. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Oh, we have no idea. I completely agree with this. And I should have you on the channel at some point in time, by the way. But I completely agree with this. They have no idea what fat is anymore. Like, we see some of these people talk, and I'm like, holy fuck, they don't even realize how just massively morbidly obese they are. Like, it is a literal comedic joke that Tess Holliday has been in any way gaslit into thinking that she's like the people. Like, if you listen to her for life advice, you realize that this is somebody that gluttons themselves on a daily fucking basis, hurting themselves to the point where they probably have a hard time wiping their own ass. Like, if you listen to these people pretend how they're fucking healthy when we can visibly fucking see they're not. Like, it's the same thing, though, as what I just showed. Like, I showed that article from Fox and how the actual perception, like people actually interacting with the article, where people are just like, fuck, this is bullshit. This is stupid. Besides TikTok, go any place where Lizzo shit gets posted, any place where Tess Holliday, like, go to YouTube, Twitter, also I'll go to any of these places besides like the Instagram and besides the TikTok, where this woke ass bullshit gets posted and then promoted, and anybody that, like, you can clearly see that the public is like, who the fuck are these people? Like, we need to start asking ourselves, because like even the mainstream media is very clearly not giving a fuck about what we think or say or what they know we know. Are these people really popular? Like, the people that they want us to listen to because they're so popular, they're the ones telling us that they're popular. Like, we get this, right? Like, you should listen to this person. This person says this. This person said this. You should listen to them. They don't ever, like, they're the ones that are telling you to listen to these people. Like fucking, like Pink, the artist, the amusement person Pink, right? She's telling people to get the fucking the jibby jab now. Miss Rockstar, Miss Fight the fucking system. You know, they're sellouts, all of them. Absolutely, like people. We should give a fuck what this person says anyway. Why? Like insanity. But now we've got open face lying about like fucking being fat. It's ridiculous. You eat in private. We see in public that I'm fat, but I don't eat. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I hate that shit. I mean, you're clearly lying. Like, it's like a clear fucking lie. Makes me think of the magic grits scene from My Cousin Vinny. Well, perhaps the law of physics ceased to exist in your stove. Exactly. We've been getting fat since the 30s and 40s when junk food companies made candies and other refined sodas in common. In the 1800s, soda was only something you could get from a doctor at the pharmacy. That's fucking crazy. Whenever I show my before pics, so many people will tell me, you weren't even fat. I was 5'4" and weighed 165. That's fat. That's big. That's big. People don't understand what reference that is it in. They really don't. So agree, Alan. I was catching designing women with my grandmother, and this dude they considered fat on the show was probably only slightly overweight. No, he's fat. He just looks slightly overweight now. The dude on the show is fat. Just what you think of slightly overweight now is actually fat. Like that's the point. That's what I'm like. It's not a culture shift. It is like us literally rewriting what's healthy. Like that's the problem. The dude that they were pointing out as fat on the old Designing Women show was fat. He wasn't just a little slightly overweight. He was fat. The problem is we have skewed what slightly overweight looks like right now to being fat. It's like that's the problem. Hey, Alan, have you seen the Paul Pelosi body cam video? I have not. I have not seen it yet. I'm happy they released it. No matter what it is, I'm happy they released it. There should be nothing there should be nothing that the government knows that we don't. Nothing. The government should know next to nothing about the citizens, and we should know almost everything about our government. But the only things that should be kept private from the people are troop positions for safety of the troops. We should know where every dollar is spent. We should know when every meeting is held. We should have access to a complete itinerary of what our politicians have done for the day, what they've spent money on. They should have to release a weekly report on everything that they voted for and why to their constituents. Like on their website, our public officials should have to check in with their fucking bosses, which is the American people, at least once a fucking week. I voted on this, here's why. I voted on this, here's why. I voted on this, here's why. Here's what's coming up. Here's what we did. Here's the thought process. Here's the state of this. Here's how much money my office spent, because you are using the taxpayers' money. So I'm happy they released the footage. I will say this, and I haven't watched it yet, but I'll probably watch it here in a minute when I'm done with you guys. But I will say this. No matter what, it shows a massive, and I mean fucking massive breach in the security of our fucking country. Even if Paul Pelosi was able to wave off his security detail and tell them to let this guy in, who the fuck is this guy? And this is the Speaker of the House of the United States House. Like this type of thing, how the fuck could get, like, I get it that, like, I personally believe this was something on the down low that Paul didn't want anybody to know about. But how the fuck is this even possible? Like, we're pretending like this house shouldn't be like one of the most secured locations around. This is the fucking Speaker of the House fucking house. You know, there's literally war going on in the fucking world. So stupid. Like anybody that thinks that this was anything like how they say it was, like people were trying to portray this as they're an attempted kidnapping. A dude in his underwear swinging a hammer is not an attempted kidnapping of the Speaker of the House of the United States. Fucking, you people are fucking crazy. I'll check it out in a little bit. The CDC says that average female waist is 38 inches. And if they're 5'3", right? Yeah, it's 0.6. Their average waist to height ratio puts them as morbidly obese, by the way, the average female in America. Same thing for the average male. 5 days on no morbidity, 2 pounds down. Finally got over the plateau. Not sure why it took so long. Thank you for giving it. Boom, Jackie, great job. Thank you very much. Sorry, I wasn't clear. I agree that he was still fat. I gotcha. Yeah, I completely agree. All right, guys, I am off. I'm probably gonna be coming on live tomorrow. Please do check out if you want a consultation. Here you go, or you can get our coaching. Boom. I'm also going to, if you just want to join the app, you can do that with this link right here. You can join the app, use it to track all your nutrition, everything like that, your activity, but you can also join the Hunger Management Support Group where I keep track of all my stuff. I hope you all have a great goddamn day. Dane.